everyone, and welcome to Nourish Your Nervous System. I designed this class as a way to help ease any anxiety that you may be experiencing right now. A lot of us are at home, a lot of us are worrying, the future feels uncertain, and so the best practice right now is just truly being mindful and presently aware of our thoughts, our actions, of our state of being. So think of this practice as an attunement, as a way to really check in with what's going on inside. And through our asana, mudra, and pranayama practice, we'll be soothing not only our nervous system, but also our endocannabinoid system, our lymphatic system, all of the systems that are operating in our mind, body, and spirit. So we'll begin in a comfortable seat. Maybe Sukhasana is your favorite seat, or you can sit on your heels if that feels better. Feel free to slide a pillow underneath you for support. In our practice today, we'll be using 2 blocks. I have them here. If you don't have blocks, that's totally fine. You can still practice with us. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. We'll begin with some pranayama. So just take an exhale to the mouth, a deep inhale to the nose, and a big exhale. And just take a few moments here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Releasing any tension, any anxiety that you may feel just right there at the surface. We're going to practice Nadi Shodhana breath, our alternate nostril breathing. So you can open your eyes and we'll use our right hand. So go ahead and make a peace sign with your right hand. We're going to take these peace fingers, we're going to pull them to the palm of our hand. So we now have the other 3 fingers kind of awkwardly pointing up. We're going to use our thumb and our 4th finger to alternate closing our nostrils as we breathe. So you'll start with your thumb pressing into your right nostril, then you'll switch, having that 4th finger press into the left nostril. Okay, so I'll guide you through the first few breaths and then we'll breathe together. So bring your thumb to your right nostril, take an inhale. Close the left nostril, exhale to the right. And your lips are sealed here. Inhale to the right nostril. Switch, exhale. Same side, inhale. Switch, exhale. Same side, inhale. And switch, exhale. And continue this breath, even as I talk to you here. You're alternating that breath through one nostril and then the other. This helps us activate both sides of the brain. It really balances the breath system. This breath helps to calm our nervous system, helps us release and let go of anxiety and tension in the body. Our breath is the most essential part of our health. Let's do 5 more rounds of breath together. Notice as you breathe, if you begin to feel a shift, you can feel your mind slowing down. Let's do 1 more full round of breath here. Let your hands rest to your knees. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Big exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more. Now seal your lips. Continue your Ujjayi breath in and out through your nose. Feel your body. Feel the earth beneath you. Lengthen up through the spine. And bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Feel the body expand as it presses into itself here. Feel your hands on your heart, on your core space. Our mantra today is I trust. I trust. I trust myself. I trust my body. I trust the natural rhythms and cycles of my breath, of nature, of our beautiful planet, and all of the stars and planets out in the multiverse. I trust. Let's reach our hands up and over our heads so the palms touch, and then draw them back into the heart space for our Anjali Mudra. Sing the sound of Om together here, calling out into the universe, expanding in love. Inhale. Om Hare Om. I trust. And let your eyes gently flutter open. Let's roll onto our hands and knees for a child's pose. The knees can be together or wide apart. The big toes touch. Sit back into your heels. Walk your hands as far forward as you can, and let your head rest on the earth. So we're in more of an active child's pose here. You're really pressing your hands down to the ground, pressing away from the earth, really trying to send the hips back towards your heels. Feel the belly soften on your knees as you breathe here. Continue your Ujjayi breathing in and out through your nose. Our child's pose is a posture of surrender. So what can we offer over in this space? What thought, what worry are we holding on to? What fear can we release and let go of in this moment? Just to create a little more space for our intention. A little more space for trust. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. With each inhale, you embody trust. And with each exhale, you release fear. Inhale, trust. Exhale, fear. On your next breath, Press up to your hands and knees for your tabletop. We'll move through our cat-cow flow. So on your inhale breath, lower your belly, gaze up as we wake up the spine. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Let your head hang heavy. Continue this breath to movement practice. This is where we begin to intuitively connect to our body. What am I experiencing on a cellular level? Are there any spaces that feel tight or sore? Anywhere I can pay extra attention? What can I give myself in this practice? We come back to tabletop. Let's start some hip circles, big circles. So imagine you're drawing a circle on the ground with your belly button. Now we're really starting to wake up our hips and our shoulders. Finding some rhythmic movement here. Really connect your breath to your movement. And then take your circles in the other direction. Two more big circles. And sit back into your child's pose again. Rest your head on the ground. Feel the earth beneath you here, holding you. I trust. Can you feel a shift already? A shift into sacred space? Just through intention, just through breath and intention. Come back up to your tabletop. This is where we'll add our blocks if you're using them today. We're going to set them nice and flat on the earth, about 2 fists width apart. So 2 fists can fit between your blocks. Set your hands on them, tuck your toes, send your hips high for a downward facing dog. I like to use the blocks here because they create a little bit more space for your hamstrings, so your heels can get pretty flat on the ground. Really press through your hands, sending your weight back into your heels as much as you can. Draw the navel in, feel your shoulders externally rotate, your arms externally rotate away from your ears. Really active hands, spread the fingers wide, and just breathe along the back body here. Our downward facing dog is a practice within itself, our full body activation, really turning things on. Feel prana light up. You can lift your heels and set them back down a few times, adding a little bit of movement. You can rock your hips side to side. I like to take my feet a little bit wider and kind of rock the hips out side to side. Just take any movements here that feel intuitive to you in your downward facing dog. Then look forward, start to walk your feet up to your hands for a ragdoll. So line your big toes up with your blocks, or put 2 fists between the feet. Bend your knees, grab your elbows, let your head relax. Draw the belly in, reach the hips a little higher as the crown of your head pours toward the earth. Feel the crown of your head pour open here as you release and let go of any anxious thoughts, any dialogues, any narratives that may be filling your mind with fear. Let that go here. Return to your space of trust. Then release your hands to the ground. Heel toe your feet wide. You can step off of your mat here. We're going to take a prasarita, relax the head again. If you'd like to take a block and adjust it in a way so that your head can rest on it, that's a nice restorative posture. Relax your head, your shoulders, spread the toes wide. Press your feet into the earth, really trying to send the hips a little higher. Take a deep breath here. Press back into your hands. We'll take a twist. So let's bring our right hand to our right block. Send the left arm high for a twist. Option to reach across for the opposite block for a deeper twist. Look up to the sky. Let's wrap that arm around the low back. Roll the shoulder open and breathe. Keep the back of your neck long, your core engaged. Always consciously breathing. In and out through your nose. And send that left arm high again. Bring your hands back down to your blocks. Let's take that twist in the opposite direction. Send the right arm high. Look up towards that hand. You can reach your hand across to the opposite block if that feels good. Wrap the right arm around your low back. Roll that shoulder open and breathe. And send your right arm high. Both hands come down to the earth. We're going to heel toe our feet back together, all the way together so the big toes touch. Let's move our blocks off to the sides, just for now, so they're out of the way. Hands to the earth, relax your head and your forward fold, Uttanasana, and breathe. And then inhale breath, bring your hands to your shins for a halfway lift. The crown of your head reaches forward, draw the navel in. Take a deep breath here with a strong spine. And then forward fold on your exhale again. Bend your knees, slowly begin to roll up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Your hands open by your sides for your mountain pose, spread the fingers wide. Let's stay here for a few breaths, really grounding down through the heels. Press your feet into the earth to rise up through the spine to the crown of your head. The palms are open here, open to receive. Mountain pose is a very powerful posture. As you stand here and embody this posture, may you be reminded of your strength, of your steadiness. May you be reminded that your body is a safe space, it's sacred space. Bring one hand to your heart, the other to your belly. Take a few breaths here, repeating our mantra today, I trust, I trust. Reach your hands up and over your head so the palms touch. Reach up, gaze up, looking at the hands. Let's take a back bend, cactus your elbows, spread the fingers wide. Inhale, reach the arms high again. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold as we bow to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips can stay on the earth, or you can bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step your feet back into a plank pose, your shoulders stack right over your wrists. Let's take a few breaths here, really turning the body on, feeling strong. Then point your toes to shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, inhale cobra. Press your feet into the earth as you lift your chest and breathe. And release. Tuck your toes, press up to tabletop or plank pose. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips high. Take a few breaths here in your down dog without the blocks. Feel the difference.
Make some movements here. You can roll out the feet, the ankles, nod your head yes and no. And then bring the big toes to touch. Lift your heels, look forward, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, relax your head. Bend your knees, rise all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up and over your head. Exhale, take a back bend, cactus the elbows. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold, hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to plank, lower all the way down to your belly, untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften. Inhale, press up to plank or tabletop. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's flow through that a little bit faster. This is our sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Lift your heels, look forward. On your exhale breath, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your hands up and over your head. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Inhale, send the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften. Inhale, press up to tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. In and out through your nose. And bring your knees to the earth, big toes touch, sit back into your hips for a child's pose, balasana. I surrender. I trust. And press back up to your hands and knees. Find your blocks again. Set them down to their lowest height once more. Tuck your toes, come into your downward facing dog, send your hips high. Let's send our right leg high. You can bend the knee and stack open the hip. Make little circles, rolling out that heel. Take a nice deep breath here. Just really open up that right hip. And send the leg high again. 3-legged dog. Step it forward, up in between your blocks. Back heel drops in. We're taking a pyramid pose here. So you can take your blocks up to any level you'd like. I like the medium height, but maybe the tallest height works for some of you. Press your hands into the blocks to lengthen your spine first. You're pulling the right hip back, left hip forward, draw the navel in. Your spine is parallel to the ground. I love this posture because I can just feel all the lines of energy in my body just opening up, expanding. Reach the crown of your head forward, take a nice deep breath, lengthening the spine as long as you can, and then on your exhale, forward fold over the leg and breathe. And notice what comes up for you here. This posture can be challenging. It's a lot of stretching on the hamstrings and the calves. This is where we harbor control. So what do you feel? What is the quality of your breath? Return to your mantra, I trust. I trust. One more breath here. Now you're going to bend into your right knee. Bend into your right knee. Keep the core engaged. We're going to reach our hands back and behind us for airplane arms. Palms face the earth. Take a nice deep breath here. And on your next inhale, you're going to rise up, reach up, warrior one. Hands go up and over the head. So the back heel is nice and rooted into the ground. Feel the shoulders melt away from your ears.
Lunge into that front foot until you feel your knees stack over the ankle. Option to lift the right heel off the ground, the right heel, so your front heel. This really helps you put weight back into the back foot. Bring your hands to heart center. Our warrior pose is an embodiment of strength, reminding us that everything we need is already within us. I trust. Take one more deep breath here. Reach the arms up and over your head. Keep that lunge in the knee. Find an inhale. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, reach the arms high again. Exhale, airplane the arms. One more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, airplane the arms. Bring the hands back down to the earth. Walk them forward. Standing splits at the top of your mat. Send your left leg up and behind you. Toes point to the earth. Press the heel back. Relax your head and breathe. Let your left foot find the ground. You're in a forward fold. Relax your head. Heel toe the feet to hips width distance. Bend your knees. Grab your elbows for ragdoll and rock it out. Let go of any tension that may have built in the body. Relax your shoulders, your face, wiggle your jaw side to side. And release your hands back down to the mat. Take those blocks flat. Step your feet back into your downward facing dog. All right, let's send our left leg high, bend the knees, stack open the hip. Maybe you get a nice little pop. Roll out that ankle. Feel the stretch in the hips, in the hamstrings. Then straighten that leg back out. Take it forward. Step the foot between your blocks, setting up for your pyramid pose on the other side. The back heel drops in 45 degrees. Take your blocks up to whatever level is most comfortable for you. We're looking for that space between effort and ease in our yoga practice, so no forcing anything. We want to feel pretty comfortable in these postures. So let's pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Really lengthen the spine again here. Draw the navel in, finding strength first. Press the back heel into the ground. Take a deep inhale breath, reaching the crown of your head forward. And exhale, forward fold over that front leg. This is a third eye activating posture. So with the eyes closed, bring your inner gaze to the Ajna chakra, the space between your eyebrows. Finding the space within, the space of peace, of inner knowing. I trust. I trust. One more deep breath. And then bend into that front knee. Lengthen the spine. Your core is engaged. Reach your hands back and behind you, the palms face down. So you're in a pyramid pose with airplane arms. Find your strength. Press that back heel into the ground as you rise up. Reach your hands up and over your head. You're in warrior one. Again, you can lift that front heel, trying to send more weight into the back foot. You can keep your arms high or bring your hands to heart center. Again, close your eyes if you can, breathing into the heart space. Remembering your strength here. Reminding you of your inner warrior. I am strong. I trust myself. I believe in myself. Take another deep breath here. Let's send the arms high. Airplane the arms, washing it clean. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, airplane arms. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Find the earth.
Walk the hands forward, standing split, send your leg up and behind you, forward fold over that front leg, and breathe. And then both feet come down to the earth. You're in your forward fold. Now we're going to heel toe our feet wide. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me here. Feet are nice and wide, a little bit wider than the hips. We're going to take sunflower. So we'll begin with our ragdoll arms here. Grab your opposite elbows, start to rock back and forth, and find a little bit of bend in your knees. And really keep your core engaged here to protect your low back. You're going to start to make big circles. So the next time you rock over to the left, rise all the way up. Elbows reach up and over your head. Take it back down. 2 more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it down. 1 more. Inhale, reach up and down. We're in our ragdoll. Rock it out. Really opening our side bodies. Let's take it to the other side. Right side, reach up and take it down. 2 more. Inhale, rise up and down. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Relax. Let the arms hang heavy. Let's take our Gorila Pose. So you're going to walk onto your hands, palms face up. Gonna walk onto my hands here. Feet are at hips width distance. Relax your head. Press your toes into your palms. And then imagine you're trying to pull your hands out from underneath your feet. Try and straighten your legs. Relax the back of your head and breathe. And release one hand after the other. Bring your hands to your blocks. Heel toe your feet nice and wide as the mat. And you're going to step your left foot as far back behind you as you can. Right foot to the top edge of your mat. Go ahead and bring the back knee down for your lizard lunge. Untuck the back toes. Now you have different options to take here in your lizard. So we're going to stay up on our blocks. Your right toes are pointing forward. Your arm is right inside your knee here, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but my foot is outside of my hand, my block. And just lunge forward into your hips here as you lengthen through the spine, leading with your heart. This is our goal here, not only in this practice, but in our lives, to lead with our heart from a space of love and compassion. Feel the hips begin to open here as you breathe. Breathe into the heart space. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. Our hips are our center of joy, of creative expression. So release any excess here, anything that may be blocking you off from this creative power. And gently release, rocking back into the hips a bit. We're going to heel toe our foot between the blocks. Tuck your back toes. We're going to rise up into a warrior 2. So back heel drops in, cartwheel the arms open. We're just here to prepare for our triangle pose. So we're going to straighten the front leg, shift the hips back, reach the front hand as far forward as you can, and then tick-tock your arms. Maybe you find a block. Your gaze is up to the sky here. Careful not to lock into that front knee. Give it a gentle bend. Lift the toes and set them back down. Lengthen the back of your neck. Let's take 5 breaths here. Again, feeling all the angles of the body. Imagine yourself expanding in every direction here. Beyond your skin. Out into the energy body, into the energy field. Just really taking up space here. Take another deep breath. All right, now we're gonna lift up, bend into your front knee,
Rise up facing the side of your mat into your star pose. Toes point forward, arms are wide. Spread the fingers wide, spread the toes wide. Close your eyes here. Take a few deep breaths. And we heal together. That's our belief here. So let's go ahead and expand love out into the energy, out into the universe, out into our communities. I am expansive. Hands come to heart center now. Pull the heels in 45 degrees, sitting into your hips, into your goddess squat. One hand to the heart, the other to the belly. I trust. Sit a little deeper. I trust. And straighten the legs, shift the toes forward, reach your arms up to the sky, forward fold into your prasarita. Relax your head, take a few breaths here. Come into a halfway lift with the spine, walk it back around to the top of your mat. Step the foot forward, forward fold, relax your head and breathe. We're going to take lizard on the other side. So press your hands back into your blocks. Send your right leg as far back as you can this time. Left foot to the top left corner of your mat. Bring the back knee down. Untuck the toes. Now again here we're going to press into our blocks and lift through the chest, pulling the heart forward. Expand the collarbones. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your heart space here. When we experience fear and anxiety, we pull it down into our body, into our organs, into our hips. And this can affect vital systems in the body. So the best way to maintain our own health is to breathe, is to open up these pathways, these lines of energy, so that our nervous system, so that our body can nourish itself. And take another deep breath. And then gently lean out of the posture. Heel toe that left foot to the center of your mat. We're going to rise up into warrior two. I'm going to turn around here so that I'm facing you all. So rise up into your warrior two. Your knee is stacked over your ankle. Nice strong back leg here. Preparing for our triangle pose. Let's straighten the front leg, shift the hips back, reach your front arm out in front of you. Find a block, find the earth, stack the arms, look up towards the sky. Spread your fingers wide, spread your toes wide, and breathe. Feel expansive here as you take up space. Reaching in every direction. Lengthening, expanding. Noticing your thoughts. Returning to the breath. We're going to rise up, so bend to your front knee. Use your core to lift yourself up. We're in star pose. Toes point forward, arms are wide. We're expanding and reaching in every direction. Again, sending love from the heart space out into your communities, to your friends and family, across our country, across our globe, out into the multiverse. And bring your hands to your heart center, pull the heels in. Let's sit low into our goddess squat again here. This time let's bring our hands to the inner thighs, finding a gentle twist. We're going to dip one shoulder, come back to center, dip the opposite shoulder. Just kind of breathe side to side here. One more time, side to side. And rise back up, straighten the legs, forward fold, hands to the earth. We're going to walk it back around to the top of our mat. This time, step your foot back, so you're in a plank pose. We're going to lower all the way down to our bellies. For Sphinx Pose. So we're going to prop ourselves up onto our forearms. Feet are as wide as the mat. Really press through your hands to lengthen the spine. And two big movements are happening here. So imagine that you're dragging yourself forward. You're pulling yourself. So if the mat wasn't there, you'd literally scoot forward. Your elbows and your hips draw together. And then you're also pressing through the hands to lift up through your spine. So we're pulling forward and lifting up. Really drawing the shoulder blades back and together. Getting a nice stretch around the heart space. Look over your right shoulder, take a deep breath. Back through center, look over the opposite shoulder, take a deep breath. And come back through center, let the head hang heavy to the front. Let's roll the neck out side to side. And take big circles with your head in one direction. And then in the other. And come back to center. We're going to bring our right hand, right elbow to the top of the mat. Bend your left knee. We're going to reach back for our foot with the same hand. And then pull that heel towards your hip, okay? Option to rest your head down on your forearm. We're just trying to get a nice stretch on the front of the thigh and into the hip. So you can keep yourself propped up for a deeper stretch, or if it feels better on your low back, you can lower your head down to the ground. Just take a few breaths here. Our breath is our direct connection to our nervous system. The quality of our breath determines the quality of our health, of our well-being. Without slingshotting the foot, gently release it. Let's switch sides. Bring that left arm forward, reach back for your right foot, pull it to the hip. Again, you can lay your head down or prop yourself up and breathe. Just trusting the wisdom of this posture, this practice. And gently release the foot. Bring your hands under your shoulders and then sit back into your child's pose again. And take a few breaths here. Let's press back up to our hands and knees. We'll tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Just to move into our pigeon pose, we're going to pull the right knee forward. Knee comes up to the right wrist. You want your foot across the mat. So your knee is at about 3 o'clock and your foot is somewhere between 6 and 9. Lengthen up through the spine here to settle in. Look over your right shoulder, take a deep breath. And then look forward as you walk your hands forward onto the mat, relaxing into the posture, into your pigeon pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. This is where we're getting deep into our emotional body. So what's really going on? Can I move into a place of trust? So releasing any thought patterns, any worrying. I trust. And press back through your hands. You're going to roll onto your right hip, send your left foot out in front of you, okay? We're going to pull that right knee into our chest, step it over the bottom leg. Now your left arm is going to reach around the knee, pulling it to your chest
as you twist over to the right. Look back behind you here as you breathe. Should feel a nice stretch on the outside of your right hip. Keep that bottom leg active. Press your right foot into the ground. Take another deep breath here. And then release and look forward. With your left hand, you're going to grab the outer edge of your foot, straightening that leg out in front of you. Again, lengthen up to the spine, look behind you. You can reach your right hand back if you'd like, and breathe. And look forward. Right hand grabs the inside of the foot as you lengthen up a little taller and breathe. And then gently release that leg down to the ground. Let's take a seated forward fold, reach the arms high, reach out and over the legs, forward fold. Breathe into the back of your heart here. I trust. And slowly rise back up. Cross your ankles. Let's roll into our hands and knees. Come back to your downward facing dog. We'll take pigeon on the other side. Pull the left knee forward. Slide your right leg back. Press up to the hands here. Look over your left shoulder for a breath. And then walk the hands forward. Relaxing as much as you can into your pigeon pose. Breathe into your hips here, staying aware of your thoughts. Where does the mind wander when you become still or uncomfortable? What do your thoughts sound like? What do they feel like? And bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your mantra, I trust. I trust. One more breath here. And you're going to roll onto your left hip. Pull that right leg up and around. Let's pull that left knee in. Step it over the bottom leg. Wrap your right arm around the knee and then twist open to your left. And breathe here. Maybe you feel a nice stretch here on the outside of the hip. Keep the legs engaged. And release back to center. Let's grab the outer edge of our foot with our right hand. We're going to send that leg out in front of us, still twisting open to the side. You can extend your arm back and behind you and breathe. And then reach that arm up and forward, grabbing the inner edge of the foot. Lengthen the spine, trying to send that foot a little higher, getting an even deeper hamstring stretch here. And breathe. And then gently release that foot back down. We'll do a wide forward fold this time. So if you want to turn sideways on your mat, you can. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And then walk your hands forward, forward fold, and breathe. I trust. And walk the hands back in. Pull the knees together. Humble yogi, wrap your arms around your shins, bow into your lap, and just hold yourself here in this space. Hold yourself here, reminding you that you have everything you need within you. I trust. I trust.
All right, we're going to take it onto our back now. Take a block with you. We're going to lay back into a restorative bridge pose. So feet are out in front of you, lay back onto your back. We're going to, well, your feet are at hips width distance, first of all, toes pointing forward. And then we're going to slide the block underneath our hips. So you're going to lay it down wide, like a brick to build a house. It's going to be on its medium height, nice and wide as the hips. You're going to pull it down low enough where your sacrum is resting on the block, so much that you're even able to lift your feet without any discomfort. Okay? If you don't have a block, you can just keep your hips on the ground, or you can take full bridge pose. You can also slide a bolster or a blanket or a pillow under your hips if that feels good. And just let the palms roll open by your sides. Shoulders soften onto the ground, and just breathe here. Feel the feet soften, knees, hips relax, belly relaxes. Your chest is soft, shoulders soften, elbows, hands, your head. And take a few deep breaths here, in and out through your nose. This posture sends blood up to the heart, to the brain, this gentle inversion. Truly soothing our nervous system, our endocannabinoid system. Just feel any troubles, any worries, just roll off the body. I trust. I trust. Begin to press your feet into the ground so that you can lift your hips, moving the block out of the way, lower down onto the earth. Let your hips settle. Reach your hands up and over your head, heel to the feet wide. Just windshield wiper your knees side to side. Releasing any tension in your low back and your hips. And pull your right knee into your chest, send the left leg long. Hug that knee towards you. Really pull it in. Take a deep breath here. And then draw that knee across your body for your twist. Send your right arm out to your side. Your gaze follows. Just breathe along the length of your body. Think of a towel full of water, and each time we wring the towel out, we feel lighter, more free. Is there anything left to let go of? And release your twist. Other side, pull the left knee in, send that right leg long. Hug the knee into your chest. Really pull it in. Take a deep breath. And then draw the knee across your body. Send your left arm out to the side and breathe into your twist here. Is there anything left to let go of? And release back to center.
Send both legs out onto the mat, hands by your sides. Lift the chest, kind of shimmy the shoulder blades together. And we'll rest here in our Shavasana, our corpse pose, symbolizing the death of ego, of fear, so that we may begin a new cycle of samsara, of rebirth, a rebirth of trust. I trust. Feel the body soften, the breath softens, your mind softens. And you rest here in this infinite space of the bliss body, the Anandamaya Kosha, the highest, truest self. Begin to gently deepen your breath. Just notice how you feel here in this space. Begin to invite tiny movements into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Turn your head side to side. Reach your hands up and over your head. Point your toes. Take a deep breath. And then roll onto your side, supporting your head for a moment here. When you feel ready, press up to a seat. Returning to where we began in our Sukhasana, our easy seat. We'll finish our practice today with Pranayama. Again, our Nadi Shodhana breathing, alternate nostril breathing. Find your right hand, pull your peace fingers to your palm, and we'll begin. Press the thumb into your nostril, breathe in. Switch, exhale. Same side, inhale. Switch, exhale. Same side, inhale. Switch, exhale. Take 3 more rounds of breath at your own pace. Bring your hands to your lap and inhale through the nose. Big cleansing exhale. Again, inhale. Cleansing exhale. One hand to your heart, the other to your belly. Om Namah Shivaya. I honor the divinity within me. I trust
in the power that resides within myself. And then take a moment here as you hold yourself and you feel this love that you've cultivated through this practice, this trust. Take a moment to radiate this love and this trust out into the world as a prayer, as a thought, as a gift. I truly believe that we heal together. So send love out into your community so that we may all feel this peace. We may all feel this love. We may all return to a place of trust. Reach your hands up and over your head. Bring the palms together to the heart space, samastihi, this balance, the space within. Let's sing the sound of Om together. Inhale. It was an honor to share this sacred space with you. Thank you for taking the time to be with yourself, to heal yourself, to heal this world, for contributing to the collective. The teacher and the light and the student within me bow to all of the beauty within you. Lift your hands up to your third eye, honoring the divine space within. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Again, your breath is your direct channel to your nervous system, so please, please use your breath as a tool through these hard times. I'm here for you. Please feel free to email me, to reach out to me through social media. I'm here to answer your questions, to provide support, to offer tools. Remember that you can donate to my PayPal or my Venmo. The links are below. Every dollar helps contribute to my life so that I can keep on providing these classes to you all. Check for my newsletter, and remember that I also offer tarot readings over the phone or through FaceTime. So if you'd like to connect with me in the cards, please reach out. Again, thank you so, so much. Stay healthy, friends. Namaste.